Live from the drafts desk, your daily briefing of the messages you almost sent. Good morning, evening, wherever you are, I'm John, and today we're reading the headlines of the texts that didn't quite make it past the blinking cursor. Quick note before we begin. Everything you hear today is dramatized and anonymized. No real names, no real private details. Just the feeling of those little hesitations we all keep in our phones. This is safe, affectionate teasing, not mean-spirited gossip. Ready? Let's roll. Draft 1. The Almost Apology. Breaking. Local resident composes 9-line apology to cousin for missing last Eid dinner. Deletes entire message after typing the word actually. The first draft reads like a treaty. I know I should have called, and I'm sorry about the biryani. No, that sounds silly. Actually, I meant the timing, not the biryani. I know how much you love it. Please don't be mad.
Here's a tiny tip. Apologies are strongest when they're short and specific. Say what happened, own it, and offer to make amends. You don't need to negotiate the menu. A quick, I'm sorry I missed Eid. I should have told you earlier. Can we meet next week to make it up? Does more than 9 paragraphs of drafting ever will.
Draft 2. The RSVP Meltdown. Tonight's headline, Guest Prepares Wedding RSVP that reads like a full autobiography. Dear family, I am thrilled you invited me. I regretfully accept, but also, if there's biryani, I'll arrive early. If chicken only, I will bring my own samosas. Also, is there a dress code? Because last time I wore green and then everyone else wore green. I learned a lesson.
Quick practical note. An RSVP has 3 useful words. Yes, no, maybe. And then one courtesy line if you like. Excited to come. See you there. Save the mini biography for the chat over tea, not the guest list. Concise replies make planning easier and keep the focus on celebrating, not logistics. Draft 3. The Perfect Comeback That Never Was. Headline. Deleted clapback surfaces in drafts. 2,000 characters of glorious revenge, never sent. It begins, if only common sense were contagious, you'd be patient 0. It escalates into an entire exam of the other person's childhood bookshelf. It ends, unsent, because the writer reopened WhatsApp and remembered 2 things. 1, the other person is tired. 2, comebacks often cost more than they feel like winning.
A kinder reframe. If you need to push back, try a short, honest line that protects your boundaries without inflaming. Something like, I don't agree, and I'd rather not argue about this now. Let's talk later. You get your point across, and you keep the relationship intact. That's diplomacy with less drama.
Micro takeaway. One tiny habit to rescue your drafts. The 60-second pause and reread rule. Before you hit send, step away for a minute. Reread out loud and ask, does this fix anything or just make me feel better for 5 minutes? If it's the latter, consider waiting or editing it down.
Before we sign off, a safety note. If you want to send us a draft, make it a single line, anonymized, and we will fictionalize it further before sharing. No real private details, please. We want to laugh with you, not at anyone's hurt.
Okay, that's the drafts desk for today. If you recognized yourself in any of these, you're in excellent company. We all overthink our phones. Subscribe for a daily 5-minute dose of these tiny human headlines. And if you have one anonymized, unsent line you're willing to share, send it in. We'll pick one for a future episode and give it a gentle, comedic readout. Thanks for listening. Be kind in your replies, and maybe delete the long monologue drafts.